your host with White Labs, an e-commerce marketing agency. Today's guest is Susan Ann Ryan. Guys, feel free to introduce yourself and let our viewers know a little bit more about your background.
Hi, I'm Susan Hess. I am the founder of Golftini and designer. I started it unknowingly 19 years ago. We are a women's golf brand introducing men's for the first time in May.
Awesome.
Tomorrow.
Well, tell me more about the brand. Go into as much detail as you possibly can.
Okay, so Brian, do you want to introduce yourself and then I'll go?
Sorry,
and I'm Ryan Hess. I am Susan's oldest son. I have a sales background, but I've been doing marketing for Golftini for the past 4 years. I love to golf. Always really wanted to be a part of my mom's brand, and COVID came around and we finally got the chance to do it, and we really jumped on that idea, and it's been a very fun 4 years, and I think working with a parent is one of the coolest things you'll really ever be able to do.
Awesome.
And it works because we live in different cities.
That's great.
No, it's great. It's really fun. So I unknowingly started this brand. It didn't have a name. I took up golf 20 years ago, and my grandparents had golfed all over the world. They were the coolest people that I've ever met, and they golfed till they were 90. So I wanted to get in on it after I did my regular sports and my first career as a salesperson. I just was a stay-home mom, and I went to a county course and learned how to golf. And I got the bug really fast, and I would rush to get my kids at school, and I'd do all the things you do as a mom. And then all of a sudden it was 10 at night and I'm in this ugly golf outfit. And I'm like, okay, this is a cool game, but this isn't going to work. So I always say if there was a cool brand that I liked at the time, I'd be on tour, but I'm not. So I work a lot. But I had no background in business or in fashion. And I went to New York City. I lived in New Jersey at the time. I found a sample maker to make what I was looking for in my mind and couldn't find, which was just a simple skirt. I walked by a ribbon store. I had her trim it in ribbon. I wore it to my golfing group. They liked it. They said, where'd you get it? I said, I had it made. They said, would you make me one? So I went back to New York. Made 2 for them, 1 for me. And this continued for a while until I had a nice little wardrobe of skirts. And word kind of got out that I was selling these skirts out of my house and really just to friends. But flash forward, someone knocked on my door, said, can I sell them in my golf shop? And I said, maybe. And I didn't have a name. I just had the size in the back. So I grabbed my friend. We went to a martini bar and we named the brand Golftini. I have a passion for breast cancer awareness and research and everything. And so I was thinking about something being pink to represent my mother, and Golftini totally was the word on the napkin. But then we drew a little martini glass and we made it light pink. So it's always light pink on no matter what since day one. So it's just a little light pink logo in memory of my mom. And now I support a lot of breast cancer research and awareness through every sale. So that's the net. But I started with making skirts, and then I made tops, and now I make sweaters, and now I'm making everything and men's.
Awesome. Amazing story. That's great.
Yeah, just so easy like that, right? Just go make a skirt. No, it's been an amazing journey. We started with printed and patterned skirts. My friends were like, will you make me a top? And I'm like, I don't have time. I'm raising these 3 boys. I said, just wear your Lacoste. And then it kind of took off in these stores, and I ended up at a trade show at the PGA show. Not knowing anything, I had a banner made. I made some shirts. I sourced some sweaters, and I took my 2 friends and we went. And I told my family, when we get back, everything will be back to normal. I'll make dinner again. And this is what we call the new normal. I've made dinner since. I can order it and manage it, but yeah. So it's been amazing. I've learned everything probably the hard way. I now have the ability to hire people that can do things that are better at it than I am. But from the start, it was just really figuring out how to bill a customer. At that show, I got a big order for 70 on my first day. And I had one lady making one at a time in New York. So that was a challenge right out of the gate. And I had 6 weeks and I didn't have any money left. So I just figured it out, which sounds crazy. It sounds like crazy talk. But yeah, it's been such a change in 19 years of where when I started, I didn't tell anyone I was women owned. because you can't get a loan 19 years ago. Yeah. So, it's really changed. My best friends are my golfing friends now. It's brought so much. My kids were basketball players, and I know you love golf now, Ryan, but they thought it was stupid, 19 years ago. And now they're all addicted, and we have a pretty cool foursome, competitive.
I'm addicted as well. So that's awesome. Excited to have you guys on today. Who is your target audience? I know you just got into men's. Who is your ideal target audience?
Well, for women's, like when I started, the 40 to 55-year-old, but now it's the 20 to 80. I just went to Pinehurst with my 80-year-old girlfriend. She walked 3 rounds this last week, and it was incredible. And so it's everyone. And then in the men's market, I've got younger kids, and then I call the dads the 20s to the 80s. So it's anyone. The men's is exciting to talk about now. And just because I've never done it, I feel like I'm starting over, and I learned a lot. It is launching officially in 2 weeks. And,
Okay.
but we have the stuff, almost everything right now. And we've tried and tested it and gotten feedback, and we launched it at the PGA show. I was going to wait till 2020 for my 20th anniversary, but I decided to push it forward because I got really excited. It has a big play on pink, navy and pink, and the reason behind it, besides from the 3 boys pushing me, is the men's market is bigger and I can give back more, because we give 1% of all sales back. And so I figured, let's get in the game, let's get the men in the game and have some fun.
Awesome. That's great. Obviously, in a super competitive market here, what makes you different or better than your competitors?
I love that question. One, I've been in the space, and my first PGA show, someone said they would buy from me if I was back the next year. And I'm thinking, why wouldn't I be back? And they also said ship complete and ship on time. And I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't know things could happen. I didn't know anything. So I was like, okay. And the next year I was back, and I said that this man who bought for a lot of places came by, and I said, I'm back. And he said, I know, I've been watching Golftini and you're doing a great job. But I think what initially kept me in the game is I was in it. I had to fill this big first order. And so I had to make more than I needed. So I really had to sell. And my first career was sales. So I'm always selling. I love selling. I'm selling when I don't even know I'm selling. I'm meeting someone at the coffee shop, and the next thing you know, they're buying Golftini. So I think the sales in me kept it thriving. And I also was born in the Midwest, and the customer's always right. But I started a company in the Northeast. No offense to the Northeast, but you're not always right there. So I did all the right things. I shipped on time and shipped complete based on the stranger that told me to do that. I just did it. That's all I knew. I like to get things right away. So if an order came in that day, we shipped it out that day, and we still do that today. People are shocked that they get it so quickly. The customer is always right, even if they're not, in my book and in everyone that works for me. So I have 2 fabulous customer service girls. We answer the phone. They have relationships with my customers. They walk them through it. They help them find their size. That is why I think that we are still in business, and people respect us, and I won't put out a bad product, quality wise. So it's quality and it's service. And now the aspect of when I couldn't afford to give a dime back, I put a little label in pink on all my clothes that said, we support breast cancer awareness. And I would donate a squirt to a club, and they would raffle it, and they would give money back. And the minute I was able to give some back, I've continued to do that. I'm a public speaker now. It's fun. I speak from my heart. When I say that, people ask me to talk about my story, and hopefully I inspire people to do what they dream of. I mean, I didn't dream of this, but I can't even imagine what I would be doing if I didn't do this. This is my entire existence, and I've met amazing people. I work with my son. My other one wants to come in. The third one's on the fence. So it's pretty special what I get to do every single day. I'm stressed out and kind of a perfectionist most of the days, but I do get out and have fun. And my fun is playing golf and playing, meeting people. Golf is a common denominator. You talk golf. I was at Pinehurst, and I'm running into people that know me. They're in Golftini. They're from, all over the country. To me, that's really fun. The very first time I saw someone, I almost attacked them. Now I'm kind of cool, but not that cool. I'm still excited every single time I see someone wearing Golftini that I don't know.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
That's great. That's amazing. Speaking of seeing someone in your products, what are your best sellers?
Well, it depends on the season. We just were talking about that because we just finished designing 20. We go through phases, and I started with one length skirt. It was all stretch cotton. I still make a stretch cotton skirt just because I like it. We've switched to performance fabrics. We now do 2 lengths for the women, and that's like opened up a whole new, I think it's opened up the younger, the shorter, the personal preference, pickleball, tennis, sport. Everyone's running around in a golf or tennis outfit, like just off the golf course.
Yeah.
So it all started with a printed and patterned skirt. That was kind of my recognizable part of Golftini. All my shirts were solid. It just was like that. The party was on the bottom, and that's what we did. And so we added a little party to the men's, just a little touch of fun on the back pockets. So you have to look at our website. They're on there now. But it just has a stripe and a martini very tastefully on the back pockets. So it's the little touches of detail that we do that people really like. So I have some like fun prints, and then I have solids, but just little touches of detail. We have this Be an Athlete jacket and 2 sports, 2 different lengths. It's water resistant. It comes in a bunch of colors. Like people can't wait for the next color. That's a big hit right now. People talk about our sweaters like all the time. I love our sweaters. People love our sweaters more than I love our sweaters. We dye them to match. We do have the same solid colors every year, so you can wear that same shirt with the sports you already have in your closet. But then I have the people that want all the new ones. So those are my super fans, which are really fun. But it's fun to see an older skirt, and takes me back to like where I was when I designed it. I remember it. We name all our skirts. So we're in the adventure collection right now. We're going into the Get Up and Go collection, and we just put fun names in the back of each skirt. So we have fun with that, and marketing has fun with that. Ryan has really changed my marketing in the last 4 years. People that don't know he's my son say your marketing has changed like for the better in the past 4 years. So it's really been fun to watch Ryan learn and the team like how to do things that I don't know how to do. And I still don't know how they do them, but they bring them to me and I trust what they're doing and I get the feedback that it's great.
Awesome. Well, speaking of marketing, Ryan, what are some successful things you've done to promote the brand marketing wise?
Yeah. So, and I've been here for 4 years now. And like I said, I didn't have a marketing background. I studied in school, but they don't teach you how to use any of these applications. It's hard to reach out to anybody in the space without just working directly with an agency or having somebody that is a mentor or something like that. So it was a lot of testing and learning for me. When I came in, I picked up email marketing it was about 50% of our online revenue. It's still roughly that today. It's grown 5x since I've been here. I think our list was 6, we're roughly 35 now. And that's just our daily list that we send to. So email marketing's always been big. It's how we communicate with our customers. But with this brand, and Susan had mentioned being like a perfectionist, and we really we do sweat the small things. We want our customer journey to be really important. So I'm always working on just buttoning that up and making sure everything looks professional. That comes from our end. In the last 2 to 3 years, we've started doing some PPC advertising with Facebook, Google, and Instagram. Great way for us to get new customers. Very skeptical when we initially started doing it, but it's proven it brings people in. It obviously increases brand awareness. And for us to just continue to funnel in new customers and just show them new product, it's been a great way for us to grow our list and expand our reach. And then in the last year, we've really started kind of going backwards and working on social media marketing and building our story. And I think for a long time, people knew who we were, but didn't exactly know that maybe we donated to breast cancer awareness, or that, the logo's light pink and always was and always is for breast cancer awareness, and that we're a women-owned brand. So we've really started utilizing our social media platforms to tell our story, to put my mom in the forefront. And, people do want to see her. They want to talk to her. And when we were at the Masters, at all these events, people are running around, and at the PGA show, it's a celebrity status. And it was really cool for me to see for the first time. It was, and it still is. People get very excited about it. It's kind of in our own little world, but we've always just wanted to kind of get my mom to the forefront. And it's her story, it's her brand. When people hear Golftini or hear Susan Hess, they think Golftini. So it's pretty much synonymous. But social media marketing, email marketing, and then PPC are kind of our big 3 right now. And we're diving into affiliate. We've just rebuilt a loyalty program. So customer journey is very important. And we want to kind of celebrate that with our partners and be able to give them a portion of that if they push the brand forward. And so we're always just looking to grow and improve our methods.
Awesome.
And I'm still guerrilla marketing. Like we match. And when I play golf with all these ladies, we all come up, show up. We're all matching, which is really fun. We do have 2 women golfers on tour. I've always had someone on tour just to help them. I dress them. They're appreciative. It's fun. Lindsay Weaver just had a baby and she's back at it and she's wearing Golftini. And then I have another 2 other girls that are on the other tour, which is just fun to watch them and stay interested and know that we are helping them, because unless they win, they're not making any money. So it's fun to watch them, make the cut and play, and, see it on TV is fun.
Well, so far your story, you guys have been amazing hearing everything. What is the future plan for the brand?
Well, I love what I do, so I can't imagine not doing it. I do want to be recognizable. If I meet someone, I want to say, do you know Golftini? I want them to say yes. I still meet people that say, no, I've never heard of it. And I'm like, okay, I got to work on that. So I feel like every single day I want to do it better and different. I think the men's could be really, really fun with this. Designing, it's just a whole different. Men are easy, like small, medium, large. Women, have their different. It's just totally different how you design it. But I think, moving forward, keep growing, keep giving back. I support, right now, I'm with American Cancer Society and this group called Pink Aid. And one is research. As you know, American Cancer, they're huge. And then the other one is like compassion until there's a cure. And they give every single dollar that we raise, like back to someone that needs gas for their car to get to their treatment. They touched my heart last year and I was already committed. And I said to Ryan, I'm going rogue on this one. I need to do it. It feels really, really good. So right now that's who we're working with, but we do give donations and we're really focusing in on the breast cancer aspect of it. I have friends that are survivors of 20 years. I have friends that now have daughters that have gotten it. People are still getting it. There's a % of men that get it. So it's just like, it's something that really hits home for me. And it feels really, really good to give back. We always have something pink, but it's just, it feels really, really good, all this work. And it is work. Like, it's just, if it wasn't work, everyone would do it. I don't know, but it wasn't a planned plan. And that's what I do say to everyone. If you have an idea, just do it. I have failed along the way in many areas, but then I just get better and I just never quit. I mean, I didn't really have a chance. I couldn't because I was in it. But, there was maybe one day in all the days that I was like, you know what, enough is enough. But then the next day I'm right back at it. The pandemic was scary at the beginning. What if no one buys anything ever again? So that was just a challenge in itself. With everyone else, I packed boxes. That's what I did. So, and made emails and did stuff that I didn't even know what I was doing. And we just did it. But that's fuzzy now. But no, I want to keep doing what I'm doing. And maybe this will be a legacy thing that I pass on. But for now, this is where I am.
Yeah, I hope my 2 little brothers join the force and we get more martinis out there. So that would be my goal, is having us 4 together working would be, even for a couple of years, would be a really cool experience.
Definitely. Family business. That's amazing. And anything I haven't asked you, Susan, Ryan, that you want our listeners to know, and anything I haven't asked you?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think that if you're new to golf or new to business, go for it. I really think that golf is, Stephen, you're a golfer, it really is this amazing, just group effort of like-minded people that like to do something that's crazy, a little ball way down the fairway into a little hole, which can make you absolutely insane. But I played on Sunday and it was freezing cold and we just powered through, but I've played at beautiful places. I've traveled with women that I don't even know all over the world, and I've just been able to do that in the last couple of years, and I've met amazing people doing it. So, I mean, I think golf is amazing, and I think business is fascinating, and the two together is just this is the space I want to be in. So.
And I would say just check out the men's line. It's coming out in 2 weeks, and
I've been looking at it as you guys were talking a little. I was taking a look.
It's different.
What do you think?
It's fun.
I like it. It's different because I've always been a Travis Matthew or Nike. It's different. It has to be different because everything else kind of looks the same, really. I mean, if you look at a tour,
that's what we try to do. And like we say, we Golftini-ize whatever we make. So we just put a little twist, not too much on it, but we're really excited about it and there's more to come. So yeah,
Awesome.
buy men's and keep buying women's.
Awesome. Sounds great to me, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. Your story, your brand's amazing, and thank you for your time.
Perfect. Thank you
Thanks,
very
AJ.
much.
Thank you.
That was